Hi there, and welcome to another market update. Hope all is well. Hope everyone's enjoying their summer here. I'm getting off to another week's vacation coming up after Labor Day here, so looking forward to that. Certainly, with what's been going on in the last 60 days here or so in the market, probably not a bad idea for a bit of a breather. I tend to feel along with my buyer clients that I have out there, kind of the pains and frustration of what's going on. I've used the analogy in the last couple of weeks for new buyers to the process, basically saying, well, how about you go and slam your fingers in a door a few times, and it's probably a more pleasant experience than actually going out and trying to purchase a home right now. Um, Things continue to be crazy out there. Multiple offers on obviously the best properties, the ones that are in the best locations, best condition, etc., or else ones that, for the most part, where they've chosen the strategy as sellers or listing brokers to price their place, decently below market value in hopes of getting multiple offers. So that strategy seems to be working still, and it's just a real tough sledding here for buyers right now. Obviously, on the selling side, if you're looking to sell, it couldn't be better right now. Of course, if you're a seller that has to buy, well, that's a little bit of a different story. And I feel like a bit of a broken record here for the last few updates with this stuff going on. But at this point, it's still the case. It's interesting as we're moving into, September here now, I guess in September, and we look at kind of what are the thoughts, because I get asked all the time, well, what do you think is going to happen? I mean, nobody knows, as I've mentioned before, the experts, etc. Nobody knows what's going on in the days to come. Certainly, there's a lot more talk because a lot of the mortgage deferrals that happened earlier in the year are coming to an end. There's a lot more speculation about, well, what about those people who now are going to have to, start paying a mortgage again? And if they've lost their jobs, are those people, now going to be, putting their houses up for market? So, it will be interesting to see how that plays out. I've seen all kinds of different numbers, in that regard. Some higher, some lower, and I really can't make sense of it at this point. Of course, along with that, the talk of a potential second wave, kids going back to school and all that sort of thing. Well, I mean, if we have a second wave and we get back to kind of square one where we were back in the middle of March, well then, all bets are off on everything, and who knows where we go from there. But at this point, all I can speak to is kind of how the market is right now, and how things have been. I'll pull up as attached below. You see the August market update, and I have to quote these numbers with a bit of grain of salt. We just ended up as a real estate board, along with the majority of real estate boards in Ontario, switched to a new system here just in August. And so what that means is there's a lot of problems with this switchover, and so I feel like the reliability of all the market statistics might be a little bit in question. Certainly, I expected numbers to be even higher in general as far as sales and average sale prices in August relative to July, based on what I was experiencing and hearing out there as well. But having said that, when we look at the average sale price for August, it's $635. That's for all properties, and it was $639 in July. So certainly a little bit lower there, not a lot. And then it follows through again with single detached homes. In July it was $745, and in August $734. So down a bit again there. Both of those up again crazy relative to the year before. Interestingly enough, the semis in August were up from July. Average sale price was $465 in July and $535 in August. So again, up for the semis. And then we had condos relatively stable. They were $392 in July and $386 in August, and that's for apartment style condos. And again, this is all the average sale price for the region here. As well, there's numbers there with townhouses, and I'm not going to repeat everything there, but essentially, just the reality is that at this point, the craziness is still going on. No real end in sight unless we have a real change, as I've mentioned before, in supply and demand. We need a lot more inventory and a lot less buyers to make changes of significance, I think. And certainly the next 60 to 90 days, I think, will be a real good indicator as to how things are moving here for the rest of the year, with obviously back to school, and as well with these mortgage deferrals, pretty much coming to an end. So I think that's about it as far as a market update. Certainly, if you have any questions on any of this, if you're thinking at all of selling or buying, happy to answer any questions that way. And as always, if you know of anybody who's looking to buy or sell, always appreciate you passing my name on, and can't thank those who've done it regularly enough. Okay, take care and bye for now, and enjoy what's left of the summer here.